Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast, Spicing Up Teaching and Learning Session. Chalk and talk or collaborative learning. So today that will be our topic that we are going to share and discuss with you. And joining me today is Madam Emirut Ziawati binti Juni, the head of Academic Support Department. Madam Emirut, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you, Karina, and thank you also for inviting me to this session.
All right, so Madam, can I call you Madam Amy?
Sure.
All right, so Madam Amy, being here in Pmbs has been quite a journey for you, isn't it?
Yes, it's true.
So I believe today the topic will be very interesting for the both of us.
Yes, yes.
Okay, because later on I would like you to share on how was the teaching like in your day, in your era. Okay, and I will also share a little bit of mine so that we can see how we've progressed for the topic today.
Yeah, that's
okay.
true, yeah.
So, being in this education field, right, Madam Emirut Ziawati, we are very honored to be with a very fun, energetic young people from the age as early as 18, 19, and 20.
Yes,
and being in this industry, I would say that also keep us young. Okay. And that will also make our memory fresh. And with that being said, right, teaching has also evolved. But don't you mind to share with me how, what was learning like when it was in your age, like 18, 19, or during your college time?
Okay, all right. I would like to say that in 90s, okay, during my time, okay, we can say that it is more on traditional classroom, traditional classroom settings, okay, whereby the teaching methods during that time is more on lectures, textbook, if you still remember, okay?
Correct.
Whereby the lecturers come to class and they ask the students to open the textbook and refer in what page to what page, and that's how the things happen. And then second things, I can say that we are using the technology integration. Okay, for example, overhead projectors.
Yes, I do remember where they put the transparency on that small little, not that small, that piece of equipment. And I was really fascinated with the technology at that time, you know.
All right. Okay. So the overhead projector, and also during that time, we always have the printed materials. Okay, printed materials, not like now. Okay, everything is paperless. Right. Okay, so the textbook and so on. Okay, whereby the students also go to the library to do a research and to open the books for them to get the informations. But now it's different.
Everything is at our fingertips. Yes, exactly. Just a Google away, then Mr. G can help us with all sorts of things, isn't it?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, all right. So, talking about the evolution of technology in education, just like what you said, overhead projector, the OHP, and after that we were introduced to LCD projector, whereby we have the clicker, the laser pointer that aid us in our teaching, isn't it? All right. Then after that, 2020 was quite a history. I would say all over the world that it has also changed the landscape in education.
Yeah, true.
Whereby the reliance on technology has increased. I would say in 2020, all of us were stuck at home. But well, education must go on, isn't it? Okay, so how do we in Pmbs cope with that situation at that particular time?
Okay. Actually, even though if we still remember what happened in 2020s, it's not a very good experience, we can say. But if we see at the other part, okay, it gives us ideas, whereby through that era or through after 2020s, we can learn a lot because we have online meeting, everything is online. But still we can continue our teaching and learning during that time.
Yes, true.
That's what we can see. What is good beside the bad, there's the good things.
The positive
the
side.
positive side
Yes,
of
correct.
that era. Okay, for example, we have the technological integration. Okay, digital learning platforms that you can see, online learning. Okay, online learning. Okay, the rise of learning management system (LMS), like Google Classroom. Okay, Google Classroom.
All right.
So on.
Speaking of LMS, so what platform do we use in Polytechnic?
Okay, in Polytechnic, we do have, for example, like Google Meet, CDOS, okay, Padlet, quizzes, Kahoot, and so on. Okay, and also, as you know, the students nowadays they are more they like to have fun during their during their learning sessions. That is why that's the good of online digital learning lah.
And then some more kids these days, they are so into their handphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And it wouldn't be too much if I said that social media is taking up, in 24 hours, I would say more than 10 hours we are actually spending on Google, scrolling our social media.
That's
so
true.
why can't we transform our teaching and learning that make our student addicted, just like how they addict to the social media? So just like what you are saying, we have introduced Kahoot. We have introduced quizzes, Padlet, and also using CDOS in order to spicing up the learning activity and interaction with them.
Yeah.
So I would say it's such a good collaborative learning with the students, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we have already talked about the online system and the application that we are using. So do we have any facility in PMBS to facilitate this learning situation, learning activity? Yes.
Okay, for example, in Polytechnic, okay, in Polytechnic Metro Betong Sarawak lah, you can say specifically, okay, we do have, okay, there are typical offer range of facilities that have been offered, okay, in PMBS specifically. For example, we do have a smart classroom, okay, smart classroom, or it's known as a TECC, okay, Technology Enhanced Collaborative Classroom.
Okay, TECC, alright.
TECC. So what are in the TECC that is good for the students? Okay, for example, we have interactive whiteboards, interactive whiteboards, and then smart board that display for dynamic engaging presentations.
Can the student use them?
Yeah. Yes, you can use it. And also we have the projection systems, for example, like high quality projectors and audio visual systems in the room. Okay. Besides smart classroom, we do have computer labs. Okay, computer labs, which the labs is equipped with modern PCs, okay, and specialized software which is relevant to a various field. For example, as we know that Polytechnic Metro Betong Sarawak offered 2 courses, which is Diploma in Tourism Management and also Diploma in Finance.
Okay.
Especially in Diploma in Tourism Management, they use software which is known as Amadeus. Okay, so they are using that system software in the computer labs. Okay, for them to do ticketing and reservations.
Okay, so
subject.
I would say the teaching method that in Polytechnic is actually being designed to let the student to become more hands-on.
Yes, that's good.
Okay. So you were sharing with us about the mock room, TECC room, the digital library. I would say Polytechnic, PMBS to be exact, we have all sorts of resources that is very useful for our student.
Correct.
And speaking of that, and knowing that Polytechnic is a TVET education institution, and TVET is actually one of the agenda of the nation. Okay, so they are actually dubbed TVET education as the game changer for the nation, as they are actually foreseeing TVET students, the graduates, TVET graduates, will be actually drive the economy of the nation and also the social development of Malaysia. So how does this work in PMBS? What PMBS role to support this agenda, Madam Amy?
as you mentioned about TVET. Okay, TVET. You always heard people say about TVET. Okay, what is TVET actually? Okay, what is TVET actually?
So it's TVET. So what is TVET?
So TVET is not technical and vocational education and training. Okay, technical and vocational education and training. Okay, so referring to your question just now. Okay. So how PMBS can support the TVET? Okay. So first thing I can share with you is through the industry relevant curriculum. Industry relevant curriculum, whereby in terms of curriculum development, which is aligned with the industry needs. We are not,
interesting.
We are not offer the curriculum which is what we call it short sendiri.
So whatever they are learning here, like the mock room, the mock guiding that they are doing, the MADs that they are practicing on is actually being used in the industry. For example, MADs is in travel agent, they are using it.
Yes. So with that skill, for example, after they finish, they are studying here and then doing their internship. So they have the skill of MADs and they can bring it during their internship.
I see. Okay.
And besides that also, Madam Clarina, we also have the specialized program. Specialized program, for example, the sector specific training. As you can see here, okay, at our back here, okay, PMBS offered two courses, which is diploma in tourism and also diploma tourism management, and also diploma in finance.
Okay.
Finance. So and that both of diploma, they are a certification and accreditation certified.
Certified by
Malaysian Accreditation Agency, which is MQA. I heard
PMBS is certified. All the courses that we are offering is actually certified by MQA. Good
I believe you
info.
heard about MQA, right?
Exactly.
So MQA is what? Malaysian
Qualification Agency. Okay, all right.
Okay.
PMBS, we have a very exciting learning environment, supporting with all the things that Madam Emiruziawati has mentioned. The facilities, the resources, the system is all there. So what are you waiting for? Come and join us in PMBS. So Madam Emiruziawati, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for taking your time to be with us.
I give you a last word.
Yes?
For the viewers also.
Yes, what is it?
It doesn't matter where you start, but what matters is where you end up. That's all.
With that, thank you.